Recently, I've been seeing these cute hairpins everywhere, so I thought I'd make them out of clay because I have an abundance of clay. I made stencils, which I basically just folded paper and then made a stencil so it'd be even on both sides. And I cut out the stone clay, rolled it to be about 1.5 cm, and then I put it down, smoothed all the sides, and left it to dry fully, so 4 days drying, on a vitamin, well, anything circular. I had vitamin cases, okay? Once that was all dry, I did make a skewer, but it basically snapped in half on accident, so I didn't end up using it. I used a pen, but anyway, I painted the bow with leftover wall paint, and then I went on top with varnish. When that dried, I went with my acrylic because I didn't have the right colours for the apple, and it dried a lot more stickier because of, I think, the plastic in the acrylic is just sticky in general. But anyway, I varnished both of them, and then they looked really cute in my hair. I held them up with a pen because I'm an artist. Anyway, thank you so much and goodbye. This is episode 1 of my mini-series Jess's Clay Creations, where I make personalised gifts for my friends and family instead of buying them. So for this first creation, I thought I would make vegetable plant markers, the ones you shove in the ground. I made a stencil and I traced around this, and then I smoothed out the edges with some slip I've had for over a year. It's really gloopy and uneven. Using the leftovers, I made the vegetables that goes on top. Then I used these letter stamps, which I'm pretty sure are for baking, but I do not use them for baking, and I pressed kind of hard going down with the words so that you could see them. Then I painted them red with the smallest brush I had, which wasn't small enough, so it was a bit of a nightmare. I did 2 coats of that. And I painted all the little vegetables, and then I went out and bought this varnish, which is waterproof. I use this for all of the projects, okay? 2 coats of that each. This is what they came out. Cute. I just wanted to say that I'm offering this on my Etsy. There is a link in my bio. Is completely customizable. There's more description on Etsy, so please check that out if you're interested, and thank you. This is episode 2 of my mini-series Jess's Clay Creations, where I make personalized gifts out of clay instead of buying them. This episode I'm making 2 soap trays or soap dishes, whatever you want to call them. I used the original soap, traced it around to make a stencil for, to make something bigger than that, and then I basically rolled out a bunch of clay, did the worm method plus some slip and hatching to get it all together, smoothing it down with a brush, which I cleaned afterwards. Once it was dry, I painted it, although this one took a while to dry. I'm not going to paint when the clay is still wet, otherwise it will never dry. Then I got the gross varnish. The video before this has the info of the varnish. Anyway, I varnished it twice to make sure it was double waterproof, going through the holes, top and bottom. This is what it came out. I really do like the pink one. I wish I made one for myself, but that's a future me thing to do. My granddad liked them too. Thank you for watching. Leave any comments down below, and goodbye. This is episode 3 of Jess's Clay Creations, where I make personalised gifts from clay instead of buying them. Well, let me tell you how this went horribly wrong. At the beginning it went right. I rolled out the clay to about 1/4 inch, 1.5 cm long, pressed in the shells I had collected from when I was younger, making sure to indent them so that they would stay when dry. And once they were dry, well, the outside was dry enough, I pulled them out, made sure they were dry on both sides, and then I got the varnish. This is where I think I messed up, because the minute I put the varnish on when the clay was fully dry, this was to make it waterproof and cleanable. The hot glue was immune. I tried to glue it several times with hot glue, and it just kept peeling. It's like it was allergic to the hot glue, which was not good. So I gave up on that plan and went to the secondary idea, which was beaded frames, which I had done before, so it was fine. I just did that, and I think it was actually a lot more personalized than before, which shows that you should always have a backup plan. Anyways, thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow for my final episode. This is the varnish I use for all of my clay projects. I bought it recently. It is a wood varnish, but if you look here, it's waterproof, UV, and it's quick drying. When I was varnishing, I made to have this window all the way open, and I left all of my work here. This one never fully cured, so it's still in my room. I made sure to do some research, and this brand is quite good for varnishing just anything really. I just looked out for a waterproof varnish that worked with clays as well as wood and other stuff. I hope that helps. This is the last episode of Jess's Clay Creations, my mini-series where I make personalized clay items and gifts instead of buying them. And in this last episode, I'm going to be making a page holder, well, a hole in the middle for your thumb to rest on, and it holds the pages open that you're reading in the book. I used the vegetable letters that I used in the first episode, and then I imprinted them. It actually came out a bit warped, but I fixed it, it's fine. And then I went in with white, and then once that dried, I went on purple, which looks black, but it's purple, and then white again. And then I sealed it in with the varnish, and yeah, it came out really cute. I didn't take any videos, which is silly of me, but I took these pictures, and I just wanted to say I really like this series, and I will definitely do a similar one in the future. In fact, there's actually something coming up that you should look forward to it, because I'm having a lot of changes this year. I'll talk more about it in my next video, but yes, thank you so much and goodbye.
Me